Welcome back. It's now time for your midday sports. Now, West Indies Test team head coach Andre Coley has hailed top order batter Casey Carty for his approach against South Africa in their drawn test in Trinidad on Sunday. 27-year-old Carty, who replaced Jamaican Kurt McKenzie Jr. from the squad that toured England last month, had scores of 42 and 31 on debut against the South Africans at the Queen's Park Oval. The right-hander, who has played 22 one-day internationals for the Caribbean side, looked positive across both innings, something that has not gone unnoticed by Coley.
The fact that he plays a similar role in the ODI side, we see it as a straightforward move. Yes, obviously we had Kurt McKenzie in that role at the time when we had given the opportunity. And we just thought that Casey's inclusion was the right time. And you saw from his intent how he went about things. He looked quite comfortable. Obviously he has to find his footing in red ball, but we're confident that he'll be able to make that adjustment.
Now, the West Indies will take on the South Africans in the second and final test of the series starting on Thursday at the Providence Stadium in Guyana. And President of the Aquatic Sports Association of Jamaica, ASAJ, Mr. Lance Rochester, says despite the continued financial challenges, there was never a doubt in Jamaica sending teams to the upcoming Goodwill Swim Meet in St. Lucia and the Pan American Aquatic Age Group Championship in Puerto Rico. On Tuesday, Jamaica named its contingent to both regional meets that will run 4 days apart. The 35-member team to the 28th Goodwill Meet will depart the island today for Miami before flying to St. Lucia on Thursday ahead of the August 16 to 18 championship. Only 7 swimmers will compete at the Pan Am Championships from August 22 to 25.
At regional events is absolutely critical as stepping stones to the bigger events like, let us say, the World Championships and the Olympic Games. It's absolutely important to ensure that our athletes have that experience to be a part of a national team, to compete against the best in the region. So we're happy about 2 teams going off around the same time, the Goodwill Games and the Panama Aquatics Age Group Championships. Different levels, but catering to the needs of our athletes, and we're sure they'll represent Jamaica well.
The ASAJ has spent approximately $20 million to send both delegations. And football analyst and former Reggae Girls assistant coach Andrew Price says a win for national player Khadija Shaw at the PFA Player of the Year award in England would also be a victory for the women's game in Jamaica. Shaw makes a short list for the PFA awards after she finished last season as the Women's Super League top scorer with 22 goals, 8 more than any other player. In May, Shaw was awarded the WSL Player of the Season for her performance with Manchester City during the 2023-24 campaign.
Her winning the PFA Player of the Year would be a glorious signal that Jamaica has talent in this country. It will not only influence younger girls to participate in football, it will also show that Jamaica is definitely climbing the ladder in women's football globally.
The award winners will be announced on Tuesday, August 20. And finally, Jamaica's under-17 cricketers are reeling at 96 for 9 after lunch on day 1 of their 2-day game against the Barbados under-17s in the Cricket West Indies Regional Championship in Trinidad. After being asked to bat, the Jamaicans were reduced to 64 for 5 at lunch. Xavier Jones 16, Captain Tari Bryan 10, DeMarcus Scott 10, Odain Binns 8 and David Dwar 5 were all dismissed before the break. And that's it for your Midday Sports Report. Shamela, it's back to you.
Thank you, Renardo. And that's the Midday News. I'm Shamela Pullen. Join us at 7 for Primetime News. On behalf of the news, sports and production teams, good afternoon.